welcome back to Dance Magazine's YouTube channel. My name is Haley Hilton and this is Dancer Diary, where I'm chronicling my life as a dancer in New York City. Today we are talking about dance and pregnancy. I'm going to take you through a day in my life right now, dancing in my second trimester. And then I caught up with a physical therapist who gives us the do's and don'ts of dancing while pregnant, specifically for me in my second trimester. What are the things I need to be looking out for? It's going to be a lot of fun and I'm so glad you're here. Good morning, guys. Come spend the day with me dancing in my second trimester at 22 weeks pregnant. First things first, compression socks. I have been so swollen during pregnancy, like from the jump, and it's causing neuropathy in my ankles, which is making class painful. So I'm putting on these really cute compression socks to wear all day, every day when I'm not dancing, and honestly, really helpful. Let's go walk my dog. My husband just got his appendix out recently, so I'm doing 100% of the lucky walks, which is kind of a lot at this point in pregnancy, but we are strong and we are capable. We can do this. Lucky, Lucky. Hi, buddy. Good lucky. Over here in this corner is my corner of chaos for the recital. It's all these boxes are full of costumes and maybe a few baby items, and it's insane, but I just had to accept that as part of my life as a dance teacher, that a corner of my house is always going to be covered in costumes and tutus. So a tricky thing about dancing in your second trimester is knowing what to wear to class. Like, they don't make maternity dance clothes, and I'm starting to get a bump, and I mean, leotards are stretchy and stuff, so it like works to an extent, but it's tricky. Every day I'm like, what am I gonna wear? So I got this skirt, and I'm like, okay, do we put it under the bump? Like that? Under the bump and take toss like that, or we go over the bump. It looks so funny. I don't know. Before I run to class in just a second, I'm gonna start by doing some exercises to warm up my body, to get my core stronger, to stabilize some of these muscles around the joints and ligaments because of all that relaxin that's in my body right now. That'll help us feel really good in class. So I'm actually gonna do a lot of these exercises and this warm up at the studio once I get there. But I'm gonna start with these around the world releves that Heidi recommends for ankle strength and stability. 10, 9, woo, 8. I haven't done these in a really long time, like not since I've been pregnant. And it burns, it's so hard. Time to dance my heart out. It is like the first warm day in New York in a really long time, and I'm so happy. Hi, Dance Magazine readers. I'm here with Nancy. Such a great class. Thank you so much.
Such a great job.
Oh, just love her. Just love her. Yeah, we did it. My tiny apartment is no longer cutting it, and so we are going to check out a new apartment really fast. See if it could be a good fit for us.
Nice. It's a good spot. Good price.
Class was so fun. Nancy made me feel so encouraged, and it's like hard and feels vulnerable to share, but I'm just so happy to be able to be moving my body and dancing, and it was a great experience. So danced my little heart out, and then we went and looked at an apartment because we have to move into a bigger space. Now they're having a baby, and it was all right. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Maybe. Now I'm going to eat lunch and take the dog out again, and then I'm gonna get ready to go and teach. Okay, here are some of the deep core exercises that Heidi recommended I do. And I forget their names, but I'll show you what she has me do. You lay on your back, and then I think you like basically do a Kegel. And then you keep your hips square, and then you're gonna open one leg and close it. You do that for 10. Got that. Okay. Okay, second walk of the day for Lucky. Just a quick bathroom break, and then we're headed back because I have to run and teach. I'm off to go teach some kids for the next few hours. They're adorable. I'm not looking forward to the stairs ahead of me. Oh, and I'm very tired, but we gotta get recital ready. So here we go. Gotta get the dots set up so they know where to stand. Yay. Quarter point, flex, turn down. Quarter point, point, close. Now you guys bend over, but my belly gets in the way. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I have those knees, and again, my belly gets in the way. Give it a good squeeze. Open up. And butterfly, flap those wings. Very nice. And stretch to the right. Give it a good push. Forward, stretch to the left. Give it a good push. Take your nose to your toes. You. Oh, new ballet shoes. That's amazing. Oh, when I got here, they walked in and they said, Miss Haley, I can see your baby. Or like, Miss Haley, you look really pregnant. It's finally really popped. Chest up, squeeze, Debbie, sorry, ignore me. And really squeeze, high, high, high. And heels down, rotating through those hips, beautiful chins up. And on plie. Good. Squeeze. And Tom, you slice to a beautiful fifth, grow a little taller for me. Breathe through it and. Oh my gosh, this weather feels amazing. I'm so happy. This is walk number 3 for Lucky. And it's been a great day so far. We're getting a lot of steps in. We're having a good time. I just finished teaching and Coleman's cousin and his wife are in town. So we're gonna hang out with them for the rest of the night, get dinner, do some fun stuff. So it should be good. The moms. Lucky, what is that? Okay, super fun night with Coleman's family in town. And now I'm just quickly getting ready for bed. I rolled out my muscles. I took my prenatal. I'm gonna put on some stretch mark cream. And then I'm gonna go do some meditation for birth. And then take my dog out and go to bed. One last walk for the pup. I'm so tired. Now it's just me and my pregnancy pillow and Coleman. Yay, thanks for spending the day with me. Good night. Hi, Dance Magazine readers. We are here today with Heidi Green. She is a physical therapist. She is a former dancer. She works with dancers. She knows all about this world, and she herself has gone through this journey of pregnancy and dancing, and she has all the insight that we need to help us do this safely as we talk about dancing in the second trimester. So hi, Heidi.
Hello.
I have thought about you so often during my pregnancy journey up to this point, because dancing pregnant is like such a specific niche thing. And you're like, is this allowed? Is this not allowed? Are there things I should be doing? Are there things I shouldn't? So we're excited to share your insight with our readers today.
It's a topic that I get very excited to talk about. I would say first and foremost, when you are already a dancer and you're planning to continue to dance, you need to make sure that you get that clearance from your healthcare provider. You need to make sure that you've got any possible complications just cleared away. Having put that aside, the general guideline is that whatever you have been doing prior to being pregnant, the guideline is that you can continue whatever it was that you were doing. So if you've been taking ballet class every morning, or you take ballet class 3 days a week, by all means, continue doing that. The caveat is you're going to always listen to your own body. You're going to make sure that if your body somewhere inside of you tells you, you know what, I'm feeling a little faint and dizzy right now, the best barometer is what your body is telling you. You just want to be really supporting any weird sort of feeling you have inside. Get all your bases covered.
In my first trimester, like I was very nervous about just causing any problem. I remember someone said like, oh, be wary of like bending or forward folding. What do you think about that as a physical therapist?
Also, like everything else, it's so different from one person to the other. What one person needs to be cautious about is maybe not what the next person needs to be cautious about. There are a lot of adjustments that are starting to happen from the moment you become pregnant. So with those hormonal changes, you get a hormone called relaxin, and it's there to do kind of what the name implies. It relaxes things. It really relaxes ligaments, and it's relaxing ligaments primarily because you are going to eventually, if you're going to have a vaginal delivery, you're going to have to get that baby to come out of your pelvis. And the only way that pelvis will allow the passage of a baby who is at full term, it's got to be able to spread. It's got to be able to widen. You're now dealing with ligament laxity joint instability. Your ligaments are there to supply stability to your joints. So now if you allow those ligaments to just like, hey, let's just like relax and chill out a little bit, you have now compromised stability. It makes them more vulnerable to getting strained, to maybe spraining something, you generally don't have good stability. So the friend that you're talking about said, be careful with forward bending. Maybe she had something, for instance, that already was putting her back or her hips in a place where it's just, I'm kind of on the verge already. And now you're putting this extra stress on me. I'm going to freak out if you do some forward bending or some sideways bending. There is a specific ligament. It's called your round ligament. As your uterus is starting to grow and expand, it's pulling tension on those ligaments as well. It's called like a round ligament syndrome or round ligament pain. It's totally normal. It's very common. Stuff is shifting around. But sometimes certain movements, especially if they're done kind of quickly or kind of jerky, can really tweak those ligaments, and you're going to experience that sort of like spasmy, crampy. Be mindful of it. If your body is talking to you and you're experiencing any of those symptoms, it's just cause to say like, okay, wait, I gotta step back. I gotta chill out a little bit. I gotta pull myself back a little bit. Let me just stop what I'm doing and let me see if I can get that to calm down. To kind of segue it back to second trimester is like, girl, you're in the honeymoon phase. Like this is the golden window. It's the golden hour. Things have kind of stabilized a little bit with your hormones. These are the 3 months where you're gonna feel at your best. So it's sort of like a time to shine, taking all of those things that I just mentioned into consideration. At the same time, you're also getting a lot more growth. Things are changing in shape and size, and your center of gravity is just in a completely different position. And it's going to change probably, if not every day, maybe every week. So what you thought felt, I think I've got this solid now today, it's probably going to be different tomorrow. And it's almost like a readjustment that you have to do on the daily. And it's something to be really careful of, especially as you're dancing, and especially as, like, let's take the example of just taking class, and maybe you get to turns in class. Just even doing a single pirouette for some people is just going to be like, I have no idea where my body is. And there might be some people who are like, you know what, I can spin for days and nothing's going to throw me off. But that's one of those things that I would put on the checklist of, you just want to start being careful.
Like what you said about being cautious, I think pirouettes is definitely something, because I know after a certain point, like falling is really...
You don't want to fall. Yeah.
What are some things that in second trimester, like maybe not?
How does it feel when you do a grand battement arabesque? Do you feel okay? Do you feel that when you take yourself into that arabesque with that kind of oomph and force, are you experiencing any of that round ligament strain? And that, to me, I would say I wouldn't push that. Maybe you keep that leg at 45 degrees. It'll come back. That baby's going to come out eventually. Your body will get back to being itself. And then you can, grand battement until the cows come home. You want yourself to be in as optimal of a position physically as you can be. It's not the time to push your body.
I feel like dancing helps support pregnancy and helps support labor and delivery.
Yes, absolutely. And that's going to go for any exercise. You want to keep moving. You want to exercise. You want to keep your body strong. If you're able to dance, keep dancing. You may not be able to do class every single day. You may not be able to do full class. You may just say at a certain point, okay, I'm no longer turning. Now I'm just going from fourth position to a passe releve, or I'm not doing jumps. I'm going over to the bar and just maybe going to do some small sautés in first and second and some changements, or maybe you just do some plie releves. There are going to be modifications that happen along the way. But the benefit to continuing to move your body and to keep strength up, to keep everything working, is so important. I would say tread carefully with Grand Allegro. Certainly, if you're taking Nancy's class and you're doing her Petit Allegro, it's so intricate and it's so fast. So that might be something that, as you kind of listen to your inner voice, if something's like, you maybe this maybe not be a good idea right now, I would listen to that. It is essential to stay very, very hydrated, to keep that water. And then the other thing is just temperature regulation. And when you're pregnant, your ability to tolerate heat changes. So you don't want to allow yourself to get overheated. So I would say also, you don't want to be in class with all of the layers on. I would allow your body to stay cool.
Okay, that's a good reminder, especially because I feel like in pregnancy, you're like, just add the layers because everything's different and changed, and I'm staring at myself in a mirror. But that's a good reminder. Like,
Yeah.
just let it go. Just embrace it.
As dancers, we are so critical of our bodies. It's so ingrained in us, and you're now watching your body change and you really don't have control over it. And I think as dancers, we're controlling people. We fit, we want to have control. So now we're in a situation where you have to relinquish that control. So be it.
I would love to hear your thoughts during second trimester about maybe some exercises outside of class that we should be doing to support ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, anything in the realm of prenatal yoga and prenatal Pilates. You can activate your abdominals. You can do all of that even while your abdominals are expanding. Hip strengthening, leg strengthening, hands and knees, and doing like cat-cow, and maybe doing some dead bug exercises in a hands and knees positions, or doing those clamshells, which are not my favorite exercise in the world, but they really serve a purpose that you can really utilize that to make sure that your core is activating, that your pelvis and your trunk are really stabilizing. And then you're working those deep rotators and your gluteus medius. So there's like alternating marching.
Yeah.
There's those bent knee fallout. There's if I'm on my back and my legs are up and tabletop, and then just like it's more like a dead bug kind of a thing. So you can work just the legs. You can add the arms, warm up your feet and your ankles by doing some TheraBand. And you can do that when you're sitting on the floor in non-weight over TheraBand releves. What a fantastic way to strengthen your ankles in a very functional movement pattern and a functional activity. It's going to make you activate your whole body from your feet all the way up.
Amazing. All right, we've covered a lot. Is there anything else that you feel like we haven't covered?
Take all the wins. Like, I showed up, I got here, I did something wonderful for my head, I did something wonderful for my body, I did something great for the baby, and I had to keep it short today. That's all. And you'll have another opportunity whenever you take class again. It's going to be different every day. So take each day as it comes.
Hey, this is amazing. This is so helpful for me, obviously, but I think it'll be helpful for a lot of readers. Like, I think there's just
I hope
so many questions out there. And when you're combining the worlds of dance and pregnancy, it's like there's going to be a lot of information about taking care of your body as a pregnant person, and a lot of information about taking care of your body as a dancer, but like I haven't found as much crossover. And so it's just really helpful to have this conversation from an expert. And I feel like it's going to be so helpful. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're so welcome. And thank you for asking me. And I haven't made it obvious enough. I kind of love talking about this stuff. So thank you for letting me participate in this conversation with you.
Yay. Thank you so much for following along with me in this day in my life. I feel like Heidi's advice was so helpful for me. I hope it was helpful for you as well. And I hope you enjoyed seeing what my life is like right now, dancing in my second trimester. So crazy. Come back next month to see what we have happening. We have something really fun planned, and it's New York City focused, and you're gonna love it. Anyway, bye guys. Mwah.